Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This time we're going to be checking out a video called American Suburbs Are Ugly and We Should Be Ashamed. And this one was a suggested one in the Discord server. So if you don't know about the Discord server, there is a link in the description section down below for that. And what I noticed when I went to it, the channel's called Peter Davies, but I noticed it has 979 subscribers. So why don't you guys, I'm going to go ahead and subscribe as well. Why don't you guys jump over to this original channel? The links will be in the description section for that. Help this dude get to 1,000. Why not, right? I mean, he needs like, 20 more. So let's do it. Let's check out American Suburbs Are Ugly and We Should Be Ashamed. And we should be ashamed because that is ugly. Let's find out.
The suburb has long been known as the American standard of living. It is what I grew up in and what my parents grew up in, along with most of the country. It is all we've ever known.
I didn't grow up in the suburbs.
We thought the endless rows of houses were comforting and orderly, giving us ample room to live our lives free from interference. It was our own little pocket of reality. As kids, we could only leave it with a car, either with our parents driving us, or that coveted day when we turned 16 and could finally get our own driver's license.
Now, I didn't live in suburbs as far as that. Suburbs is kind of like the wealthier, kind of middle class, upper middle class kind of areas outside of bigger cities. I've lived in smaller kind of towns, like where I live now is 6,000 people. I lived in Warsaw, Indiana before. It has about 15,000 people, which is still kind of small. But not necessarily in a specific suburb. I've lived out in the country. Most situations you do have to have a car to go anywhere still. But yeah, I know about the suburbs. I've been there clearly. I just didn't grow up in one.
Our lives were segmented. We lived in one area, shopped in another, ate in another, and so on. Everything was far apart and nothing was allowed to intermix.
Yeah.
Now, American suburban houses are lifeless and depressing, but that isn't what this video is about. This video is about something even worse. It's about this. Ah yes, the commercial experience in the American suburb. If you want to eat or shop, you are doomed to end up here.
Not suburb specific because like the same thing. I shop. This is the same place. Anybody shops in these same places, no matter where you live around here.
A massive multi-lane road in a relative state of disrepair with no sidewalks, bike lanes, or public transit in sight.
Right.
If you don't own a car, you are not welcome here. But the car dependence isn't even the worst part of this photo. The worst part is the corporate sameness. That Popeyes, that White Castle, the Burger King down the street. Corporations like these completely dominate American suburbs, almost like a cancer or a plague. You can see one of them on every major street you travel on. They're like that creepy ex that will never let you go. And these places aren't exactly the pinnacle of culture and fine dining. They are the embodiment of mediocrity and laziness.
Yeah.
In fact, we've become institutionalized in America. We are afraid to try anything other than these places. If we need to grab a quick dinner, we default to our list of fast food overlords to choose from.
Yeah.
If someone suggests we try a non-chain place, so many questions come up. Well, I don't know. Are they good? I don't want to waste my time. I'm a simple person. I don't need anything fancy. These places have no culture. They have no soul. When you drive through a place like this, you have no human interaction. No one enjoys being in these places or wants to be here. You aren't getting any exercise from walking or biking. You only receive frustration when there is traffic, which, spoiler alert, there always is, no matter how many times they widen the road.
Yeah. And just rare chance there wasn't actually that much traffic necessarily when he took the picture, but there's usually a lot of, for sure.
You drove 10 minutes here just to wait in a drive-through line for another 10 minutes to pay $10 for a 1,500 calorie meal that doesn't even really taste that good.
Yeah.
And you do this all the time. No wonder America is so depressed and overweight.
He ain't lying, guys. He's not lying here.
But all of that aside, where is this? Well, America.
This is a Not Just Bikes channel reaction video or anything at all. This is Peter something another said, right? But it reminds me of Not Just Bikes. And he says, where is this? Well, Not Just Bikes channel would say Anytown, USA. And that's what I think this is Anytown, USA.
All of that aside, where is this? Well, America, of course, but where in America? The answer is everywhere. This is everywhere.
Exactly, guys, to prove my point.
It could literally be any American suburb. I could say this is Missouri, and you would believe me. I could
Yeah.
say Wisconsin, or North Dakota, or Illinois, or any other
Indiana.
state, and you wouldn't know otherwise. To prove my point further, let's play a game. We will go through 10 pictures of places like this in America, and you will have to guess which state they are from.
Okay.
Good luck. You're going to need it. Number
This might be fun.
1. Wait, isn't this the same place?
This is just right up the street, right?
No, it's actually across the country from the previous picture, but no one would know that.
Right.
At least the road looks in better shape here, and there's
Oh,
a nice
yeah.
bike lane in the middle. Too bad it has to cross a 16-lane massive intersection ahead. Anyway, what state is this? Is it A, Minnesota, B, Indiana?
Well, I'll tell you right now, it doesn't look, I mean, it looks like Indiana, but then when you look at the roads and you realize that the roads don't look that bad, it makes me think it's probably not Indiana. The roads around here suck.
C, New York, or D, Ohio? The answer is C, New York. If you
Okay.
got that, congratulations. You're literally just lucky.
I actually was going to say New York just based on the fact that those vehicles had front license plates, and I know Indiana does not have front license plates. That's a requirement. And I don't know for sure about Minnesota, but Ohio does, but it didn't look like the right color. I don't know.
Number 2, no pedestrian infrastructure in sight either, but at least there are pancakes that you can get 24 hours a day, if you own a car, that is.
Yeah.
Is this A, Maryland, B, Ohio, C, Vermont, or D, Georgia?
I'm just going to guess Georgia just based on the fact that it's not super, super flat. It does have some hills. We'll see.
The answer is B, Ohio.
Yep. I thought, right when he was saying that, I saw the thing on the road, OH-46. Sounds like an Ohio number or an Ohio highway number.
Number
That's how
3,
close
pick
it
your
is.
poison. Oh well, at least the road work ended. Is it A, Pennsylvania, B, Washington, C, West Virginia, or D, South Dakota?
South Dakota?
The answer is A, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Number 4. Now this one has some clues. It has In and Out,
Yeah.
so it must be in the western US.
Okay, yeah, because we don't have the In-N-Out burgers here.
Isn't that sad that we know so much about our country just based off what fast food places are in a picture? So is it
Wow.
A, Texas, B, Utah, C, Arizona, or D, California? The answer is A, Texas.
Okay. I was going to say it doesn't look like California because it's not on fire.
Number 5. This one is nice because the road is perfectly cleared of snow while the sidewalk still has random snow patches all over it.
Krispy
Because
Kremes.
screw you if you aren't in a car. So is it A, Montana, B, Utah, C, Wisconsin, or D, Minnesota?
I'm going to take a wild guess and say Utah because it doesn't look like Utah. Utah doesn't snow much, but it's who knows, right? More than likely, though, it's probably not Utah. But hey, it might be. It does snow randomly there, I think. They're probably trying to throw us off.
It's B, Utah. Number
And the only reason I got that is just because the way the video's been going.
6. Turning left like this car is doing is terrifying on these roads, by the way.
Yeah.
In my own life, I've started to go completely out of my way to avoid turns like that.
People do. They'll literally turn right and then they'll go up the road and they'll find a spot to turn around and come back because it's just so much faster than fighting the traffic to get left. It's crazy.
Because of the amount of pure stress and anxiety they bring me. So is this A, Missouri, B, North Dakota, C. South Carolina, or D. Montana?
All of them. I don't know, guys. Are you getting these correct? Let me know if you got these right or not. Hit like and hit subscribe while you're down there too. That would be awesome.
It's D. Montana.
Montana.
Number 7. So this is Main Street, huh? Is it A. New Mexico, B. Arizona, C. Nevada, or D. Colorado? It's A. New Mexico. Number 8. Yeah, no comment. Is it A. Wisconsin,
Look
B.
like
Arkansas,
Indiana,
C. Alabama, or D. Michigan?
Michigan.
It's D. Michigan.
I
Number
got one.
9. The illusion of
Well,
choice. Is it A. Kentucky, B. Maine, C. New Hampshire, or D. Connecticut? It's
Kentucky.
B. Maine.
I
And finally, number 10.
thought Maine would have had more pine trees, evergreen trees.
If you were a pedestrian, you wouldn't feel nervous crossing this behemoth of a road, would you?
I mean, I'm used to it, but you for sure have to watch out for cars because they ain't watching out for you.
Is this A. Wisconsin, B. Illinois,
They're supposed to,
C.
though.
Kansas, or D. Minnesota?
Illinois.
It's D. Minnesota. So then, how many did you get? If you got most of them, congratulations.
2.
You
That's
are
it.
simply lucky. There was no
Luck.
rhyme or reason to any of this. And by the way, I didn't spend hours handpicking these locations like I was trying on purpose to find ugly places in American suburbs.
I never thought you did, guy, because I know how it is. And for sure, you could just literally just randomly pick them out of just randomly go to Google Earth and just look for the fast food alley. You know, a lot of towns, they call it that fast food alley. Be like that one strip of road that has all the fast food places on it.
I literally just opened Google Maps, randomly zoomed in on somewhere on the
Yep.
map, and found these places nearly instantly. Everywhere.
Yeah,
This is America. It's horrible, and we should be ashamed.
I am.
But it's hard to know what is out there when you've lived under a rock.
But it's not my fault, guys. Like, they don't let me make rules around here. They don't let me be in charge. They don't want the world to be a better place because if Charlie was in charge, I'd be cleaning up these streets. You don't even know.
We should be ashamed. But it's hard to know what is out there when you've lived under a rock your whole life. 40% of Americans have never left the country in their life. A shocking 10% of people have never even left the same state they were born in.
I actually have left my state, though.
So if this is all you know, then is there anything wrong with it? Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Most of the world isn't like this. And if it is, it shouldn't be.
You know, there's a lot of people that's not even left the city that they were born in here. Like, if you live in a big enough city, there's people that's never even left the city. It's crazy.
Let's take a brief look at some commercial areas that are livable and aren't hopelessly depressing. Look at this. People smiling. Actually interacting with
Yeah, exactly. Interacting. They're actually out doing stuff. There's stuff to do.
this. People smiling. Actually interacting with each other. Not honking at each other in rage during traffic jams. A large, walkable promenade with decorative elements and unique storefronts. People exercising, talking, being human. Notice
Yeah.
how most of the people here aren't obese or out of shape either. Almost as if being able to walk places and not being surrounded by fast food might be good for your health.
It might be healthy, guys. It might actually be healthy. Man, that's a beautiful looking place, though. I would love to go to a city like that. Like, I can't wait to go to Europe.
If only we could have this.
Yeah,
This would be so much better.
man.
But you can't have that. You can
Right.
only have this. Like it or not, these places own you. They own all of us. They will continue to suck us dry as Americans until we finally stand up to the tyranny of the car and the mega corporation. Stop patronizing these businesses. You know, the places that can't pay a living wage, so they have to resort to enticing teenagers who don't even know that they're being exploited.
Yeah.
The places where the service and the food are both horrible, but we keep going for some reason.
It's literally just teenagers or like old people that can't do, other jobs. Those are the only people that you'll see working there. Old people and teenagers.
Just stop going. Just stop. Ever since college, I've been walking much more and eating at these places far less, and I couldn't be more satisfied. I actually save money cooking on my own, and the food is much better, and I've lost around 50 pounds over the years.
Nice.
When I do decide to go out, I'll patronize an establishment that has actual quality, and preferably is a local business. So join me and break the cycle, so that the America we leave our kids doesn't look like this. Because if you keep going down this road, there's nothing there. Only disappointment and mediocrity.
That's about true, guys. The only problem, though, is it doesn't matter what we do. Nothing's going to change it, though. There's so many people that want it changed, but it's not going to change because the people that want it changed aren't the people that's in control. And the people that's in control aren't going to let the other people have control that want the change. It sucks. It really does. But, it is what it is. Let me know how you guys did on that in the comment section down below. How many did you get right? Did you get any of them right? I got 2 right, just kind of out of luck, to be honest with you. But anyways, hit like, hit subscribe. Have a super fun, awesome day. I can't wait to see you in the next video. I know you'll be there. All right, later.